Yes, and breaking news. The Chelsea winger, Mikhailo Mudryk, is appealing to the Court of Arbitration for Sport after he was given a 4-year ban by the Football Association for anti-doping violations. Our chief correspondent, Kaveh Solko, joins me now. Look, just tell us what's happened and where we are with this.
Well, the first thing to say is the only reason we know that he's been banned for 4 years by the FA is because it's been confirmed by the Court of Arbitration for Sport that he has appealed against a 4-year FA ban to the Court of Arbitration for Sport in Switzerland. The FA themselves have said absolutely nothing because this is a confidential process. Chelsea have said nothing. The players' lawyers are not commenting either. But because we now know that he's appealed, we know that he's been banned for 4 years because CAS have confirmed it to us today. Now, the background to this is, of course, he was a big money signing for Chelsea. They signed him for around £88 million from Shakhtar.
Back or left back, depending on the system wanted by Xabi Alonso. But for Pep Chavarría, Chelsea are in talks with Rayo Vallecano. There is a conversation going with the agents of the player, with Rayo Vallecano for Pep Chavarría. He's a Spanish player, a player known by Xabi Alonso and by people close to Xabi Alonso. Chelsea people also have been scouting him, so they are together. I always told you, Chelsea and Xabi work together this summer. He's involved in the process to decide about the players and all the rest. So Chavarría is a target we have to add to Chelsea list. He's under consideration. There have been some contacts to understand about the price and more. And so we know about Granit Xhaka story. We know about the exits. The exits at Chelsea are going to be important this summer, as always, but also this summer, because, for example, for Chalobah, there is still movement. Como official bid exclusively revealed 1 week ago, 25 million euros plus add-ons rejected by Chelsea. Chelsea start at 40 million euros to negotiate around 35 to close the deal for Trevoh Chalobah. But there is also Inter. Also Inter are interested in Trevoh Chalobah, and also Inter are in contact with the agents. All stuff considered. I told you 1 week ago, exclusively, about all these players. So, for Chalobah, there is the possibility for an exit. Lacroix remains a target at centre-back, and then Pep Chavarría could be an idea for the left-back position. So there is movement on several teams at Chelsea. They are very busy on the market in this moment. So don't forget Lacroix, don't forget Xhaka. Chelsea are moving.
Welcome back. We have some breaking transfers for you now, and Chelsea say they're delighted to announce the signing of Italian international Marco Palestra from Serie A club Atalanta for £43 million. 21-year-old player, capped twice by Italy, has signed a contract through to 2033. He'll join his teammates for pre-season under manager Xabi Alonso. Palestra named Serie A Defender of the Year last season while on loan at Cagliari. And he had this to say: a lot of things convinced me to join Chelsea, one of the best clubs in the world. I'm very excited to get started. I felt the energy since the first day Chelsea wanted me. I can't wait to start, to see all the fans, my teammates and the manager. We have so many talented players here, a very strong squad and manager in Xabi. He's spoken to me about how he wants us to play, which is exciting, and we can't wait to compete in the Premier League. So that top line again, Chelsea delighted to announce the signing of Italy international Marco Palestra. Made his debut in that World Cup playoff against Northern Ireland in the spring.
Big selection dilemmas for Tuchel to contend with, but the position that's given him probably the most headaches, in fact without doubt, is that right back situation, isn't it?
Pete, it's been a nightmare. He's been really unlucky with that, and he's had a lot of criticism, Thomas Tuchel, because there are a lot of people who think that Trent Alexander-Arnold should be out here and maybe should have had more cover at full-back, and when Tino Livramento left the squad, maybe he should have called up a full-back rather than a centre-back. But all of that aside, the bottom line is England have lost 3 right-backs to injury since before this tournament started. Livramento went before the first game. Reece James has got this significant injury to his hamstring that he picked up in the second game. He hasn't trained on the grass fully since, and now you've got other problems there as well, with João Quansah picking up a twisted ankle in the last game against Panama. So 3 right backs missing. Tuchel has given a bit more of an optimistic stance about those two, about Reece James and João Quansah. I think I'd take that with a pinch of salt. I think that's him giving an optimistic message to the players, particularly Reece James, who it was made clear to me is really struggling and won't feature for another couple of matches at least, as long as England are still in the competition. But it's actually not that much of a problem for England straight away. They have Jed Spence, a first choice right back that they can bring straight into the side. They have Nico O'Reilly, first choice left back that they can bring into the side. The problem is there's very little cover for them after that. If any of those wanted to be substituted or needed to be rested, that's when England are basically playing a centre-back in a full-back position. So that's why it's such an issue. And elsewhere in the squad, I mean, those are the two I'd expect him to pick today, by the way. Spence on the right and O'Reilly on the left. In the middle of that defence, I think he'll stick with Ezri Konsa and Mark
Dominating the
Gay.
headlines is Pep Chavarría, with reports suggesting Chelsea could be ready to complete a massive deal worth around £79 million. If this move goes through, it would be another major statement from Chelsea as they continue building a squad capable of competing at the highest level. In today's video, we are breaking down the latest Chelsea transfer news, the Palestra arrival update, the Pep Chavarría situation, and why this potential signing could be extremely important for Xabi Alonso's plans at Stamford Bridge. Since arriving with a clear vision, Xabi Alonso has been focused on creating a team with identity, discipline, and a winning mentality. His style of football requires players who are technically strong, tactically intelligent, and able to adapt to different situations on the pitch. This is why every Chelsea transfer decision is receiving so much attention. The possible arrival of Palestra has already created excitement among fans, with supporters waiting for confirmation and looking ahead to how the new signing could fit into Alonso's system. Chelsea's project has always been about building for the future, but the pressure to achieve results immediately is also growing. The Premier League is one of the most competitive leagues in the world, and every club fighting for trophies needs quality in every position.